Hi everyone, welcome back to Between Realms Tarot. Today's reading is going to be a pick a card reading, and I'm going to try to explore for you, did the person on your mind move on? This reading will resonate with you if you are in a separation with your person or if you are in a no contact situation. So we're going to answer the question of, did they move on? Do they still think of you, or do they still care about you? Do they still care about this connection? Maybe what are their intentions towards you and towards this connection? And so before we start the reading, I want to remind you that if you'd like to book a private reading with me, or if you'd like to support me and my channel, you'll find all the details in the description box below. Thank you for staying through the intro, and let's start the reading. For today's reading, we're going to have 3 piles, and I have picked 3 AI generated images for 3 beautiful candles, and I have named the piles. So pile number 1 is called Pure Peace, and it's going to be represented by this beautiful white candle. Pile number 2 is going to be called Alive and Real, and it's going to be represented by this green candle. And pile number 3 is going to be called Acceptance and Grace, and it's going to be represented by the pink candle. I'm going to put the piles in front of you right now. The timestamps are in the description box below. As usual, take a deep breath, relax, and try to pick the pile that draws you the most. It's always that gentle and subtle voice that will tell you which pile will resonate with you. And if you have picked your pile, let's start your reading. Hi, pile number 1, or the pile of Pure Peace. If you have picked the white candle, this is going to be your reading about, did the person on your mind move on, or do they still care about you? Let's start the reading. So pile number 1, we got the oracle card Victory, which is related to the zodiac sign of Aries. And we got it's from the Green Witch Oracle deck. I also got Child and Ring from the Lenormand deck, and I got Uranus in the 11th house in Sagittarius. In tarot, we got the Strength clarified by the Moon, the Two of Swords clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups clarified by the Hierophant, and the King of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. And what I see first in here is that there is this spiritual, or there is this maturity that this person had reached through distance. If you are in separation, or it's been a no contact period for a long time, I feel like this person with Uranus in the 11th house in Sagittarius grew up through this distance. I feel like they might have had an awakening with Sagittarius here, where I feel like they have had an expansion of beliefs, especially beliefs about their goals and what do they desire in life. And yeah, it's like through this distance, this person expanded their understanding of goals and of desires and dreams, and what it means to be successful in life, and what do they want to do in the long term. With Victory here, I'm being drawn towards this tiara here, and I'm not sure, this might be something that you resonate with. Pile number 1, the symbol of the tiara might be something that you resonate with. Yeah, it's drawing me like a lot. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop looking at it. It's so significant. It's so propelling, and the card is related to the zodiac sign of Aries. You might resonate with Aries. Yeah, I feel like you or your person might have the Sun or Mars in Aries. And so yeah, what I see here, pile number one, is that one message that might resonate with one of you is that since we got the child card here, that there might be literally a child that is involved in the situation. And if that's the truth for you, pile number one, it feels like this person literally values you and really committed to the connection with you, even though you might be in separation because you are the mother of his child or because you have a child together. This person seems to take on the responsibility. I mean, they seem to be responsible. They seem to be caring about this child, if that's what you resonate with. If not, the reading is still for you, because I see another theme in here. I see that with the ring and the child, as I said here, through this distance or period of no contact, it feels like a long period, but maybe it's more than 4 months, it's more than 5 to 6 months, maybe it's even extended to more than a year. It's not a 2 weeks or period of separation, it's longer. And what it seems to be, that this person, despite the distance, I feel like what they feel towards you is that they still somehow loyal to you. They seem to be I feel like valuing the connection that you once had or that you're still having. And what I feel when I'm channeling in this pile, I feel grounded, yet I feel like I have a lot of options in my life. What I mean about options is that I feel like I have a lot of responsibilities, or I feel like I have a goal that I need to reach. I have a business, something like that. Even though I'm grounded and I'm materially somehow supported, but I feel like there are other things that I need to attend to. That's what I'm feeling while I'm channeling the energy of this reading here for pile number one. And as I said, they seem to be still with the ring here and the child. They still seem to be connected to you in some way. They still seem to be valuing the commitment or the connection that you guys had mutually with them. But as I said here, with Uranus in the 11th house in Sagittarius, they seem to be changing their goals. They seem to be especially expanding their goals and desires in life. And so if you had a sense where you thought that this person is immature in the past, or there might have been pain, or I don't see a lot of pain. I don't see obsession at all. I don't see heartache, but I see somebody who's trying to act from an integral place with Sagittarius energy here. It's somebody who wants to do right by you, or somebody who wants to do the right thing in life, or choose wisely, or to do right, and to actually not hurt you in the process. With Victory and Strength card, it feels like this person, and the moon here feels like this person struggles, and they do put a lot of effort into controlling their emotions or not sinking into sadness, because they seem to have this confusion energy here. And because the Two of Swords is right next to it, clarified with the Two of Pentacles, it feels like this person is didn't really look at their emotions deeper. And I don't see this being a problem yet. I don't see this causing them a lot of pain. I just see it as causing them more confusion than it should be, because they seem to be wanting to tame. With the Strength card here, they seem to be wanting to tame and control their emotions. They put a lot of effort into taming and controlling their emotions, so they won't actually sink into maybe sadness, because I don't see, as I said, I don't see sadness or pain, but I see somebody who's trying to control themselves into not sinking, into not sulking in negative emotions. They try somehow. Maybe you will also resonate with this person having also Sagittarius or Jupiter energy in their chart that is prominent. They might be Jupiterian. They might be having Moon conjunct Jupiter, or Jupiter in Sagittarius, as I said, or Jupiter conjunct Mars, or in Aries. So yeah, This person seems to be somebody who likes to stay optimistic, who likes to bring positive energy, who likes to stay positive, and so they put a lot of effort into taming their emotions and not acting as if they moved on, no, but really trying to keep strength, because they do want to work on their stability. So they seem to be channeling that confusion with you. They seem to be channeling that separation with you into working on their stability. But as I said, it's not through emotional suppression. It's not about insecurity. It's more about somebody who wants to keep a positive attitude. And yeah, they seem to not they seem to be juggling the two portals and the two directions of did I move on, did I not move on. They seem to be juggling the decision to somehow approach you or not approach you, but they still didn't make a decision. They are indecisive here with the Two of Swords. And with the Two of Pentacles, as I said, they seem to be juggling. And that juggling is, I want to say, definitely it's happening because this person is not facing their emotions or facing what they want, but they still feel connected to you. With the ring here, they still feel connected. They still feel loyal emotionally. They are loyal towards this connection. They feel a bond. But with Uranus here, there is this sense of freedom that is flowing in the reading also. And so I feel like despite this person being free, being distant, maybe they move a lot or they travel a lot for their work especially. I feel like they travel a lot for stability and financial security in their work. Despite that, they still care with the ring. They still are loyal. Energetically, they are loyal. I feel like you might feel their energy. And I feel like there isn't much contact to the point where you don't know what they think about you, what they think of you, how do they see you especially. I feel like you're not aware of how do they see you. And so with the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles in here, they seem to be thinking that you are independent, pile number one. They seem to be thinking that you have moved on. They seem to be thinking that you are more self-focused. And with the Nine of Pentacles, they seem to admire that. They seem to see you as somebody who's independent. With the Ten of Cups and the Hierophant exactly next to the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, just under the ring, this person seems to be still committed. And just the pile, it's like literally titled Pure Peace, and I cannot make that up. I mean, pure peace and child here, there seems to be innocence. I don't see this person feeling pain. I don't see them feeling sadness or stalking into emotions of sadness, but I feel them trying to stay optimistic and keeping a positive attitude. And so they see the connection through this innocent lens of we're still connected. I still feel connected and I still value the connection with this person despite being at a distance, because I want this distance is happening because I need to work on my goals with the 11th house here, and because I'm very excited and I'm very electrified by my goals. But despite the distance, I still feel connected and loyal. I feel like this person is my person. I feel like with the Ten of Cups and the Hierophant, there is happiness that the connection brought to them with you. And with the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, as I said, this person seems to be focusing on stability, focusing on their career, putting all of their energy into their career, while keeping a positive mindset about you because you bring them this happiness. I feel like this connection taught them happiness. This connection, I feel like this connection maybe triggered this hopeful and this optimistic and this happy energy, or more of like it triggered the learning or the commitment to happiness. And so that's why they keep a positive attitude despite being in no contact with you. And so pile number one, this was your reading. I hope it gave you insight into your situation. If it did, please press the like button, comment down below your pile, maybe how do you resonate, if you want to share your experience, or if you want to suggest anything in the comments. I happily would like to take your suggestion into consideration. And also, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, or if you'd like to support me and my channel, you will find all the details in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching pile number 1, and see you next time. Hi, pile number 2, or the pile called Alive and Real. If you have chosen the green candle, this is going to be a reading about, did your person move on, or do they still care about you? Let's start your reading. So pile number 2, we have K2, or the South Node, in the 11th house in Libra, and we have the card the Healing from the Greenwich Oracle. We have Coffin and Stars from the Lenormand deck, and we have 10 of Cups, the Hermit. We have the King of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles. And so pile number 2, what this shows me, especially with the K2 in 11th house in Libra, and with Coffin here, that there seems to be an ending. And so there was this ending, or this silence between you and your person. And yeah, I feel like there is this total silence where there isn't much communication, there isn't much going on. And I feel like this connection with the stars here and healing, it might show that this connection is a spiritual one. With the 11th house, it's the house of the original house of Aquarius, which is an air sign, just like Libra is. And what it shows to me here is that this person, I feel like there is there is a synchronicity here, there is a theme, and the theme is the release of what is expected from this connection to be. And so, as I said, this is a spiritual connection that it might take longer time, or more effort, and more spiritual awareness and spiritual work to be understood and to be valued in its real form. Because with K2 in Libra in the 11th house here, it shows that there is this release and detachment of what of the expectation of what relationships are. And yeah, I feel like you might have taught this person, or they might have taught you, or you, like the shared lesson between you and this person might be the release of what relationships used to be in the past, or expectations, release in expectations in relationships. And it all happened because this meeting between you and this person. So yeah, as I said, there is this need to, this period of silence or separation. For the now, it's much needed for the spiritual lesson to accomplish. And with stars here, as I said, there is a spiritual lessons in there is like divine ordainment that is happening in this connection. It's like the more you are spiritually aware, the more you work on yourself spiritually, the more this connection resolves itself. So this connection is not something that you can control, and you cannot really control its form. You cannot expect it to be something. This connection is going to manifest what it is once it's like at the right time. But what I see currently is that I see there is a period of separation where this person with the healing card is taking time out to connect to themselves. Because literally the card healing in the Greenwich Oracle deck talks about taking time out, taking time alone, to connect with oneself, not only the higher self, but also the lower self. And what that means is for somebody to take time to ground themselves, but also to learn the spiritual lesson. Because if we only work on our spirituality, we might be always in the air. But if we don't ground that, we might always be fantasizing, or we might reach a place where we cannot live in our material form. And so this person is taking time out to connect to themselves, to heal, not only mentally or spiritually, but also physically. And it's also through, with healing here, they're not isolating, but they're also isolating. It's like they take the time necessary for their own reflection and self-reflection and meditating, but they also still get out there and they live. And with the Hermit just under that, with healing and the Ten of Cups, this person seems to be reflecting constantly. This person, when they are alone, or they take specific times to reflect and meditate on what happiness means to them. And also I'm hearing union. Yeah, the Ten of Cups represents union here. As you see, there is union between different people, and it's the family card. But what I'm seeing here is that you might have kind of like awakened this person to a higher octave of happiness, and so they reflect on what kind of happiness you brought to them, and also they reflect on the happy times that you have spent together, and they do reflect on the meaning of happiness and what do they consider happy in their lives. With the King of Wands and the Nine of Wands, what I see in here is that this person is all these people are all looking towards the Ten of Cups in here. I feel like this person's passion with the King of Wands, this person is still somehow connected to you. It's like even through this separation and this, I feel like there's total silence, like space silence. And even though there is this silence, this person still feels like they are connected to you. If the connection doesn't have a form, if the connection was not a commitment, if the connection didn't have a label, if it was a situationship or just a spiritual connection, I feel like even though there is distance, this person still feels you, and this person still thinks about you and reflects about what happened between you. I don't see pain again, but I'm seeing this person trying to reflect on the meaning of everything that happened between you. With the King of Wands and the Nine of Wands, this person feels like they're still connected. They still feel a sense of connection, where with the King of Wands, it's passion. It's I feel like it's a soul connection, because wands represent the soul, and so I feel like this person still feels like you're a companion, soul-wise. I feel like they feel connected to you on a spiritual level, because if it was swords, we would see the mental connection, we would consider thoughts and intellectualization. If it was cups, we would see emotions, but in here I feel like this person reflects on the soul of both of you, and how do you actually how do they resonate. I feel like they still resonate with you on a soul level, and they still desire the happiness on a soul level. But with the Nine of Wands, it feels guarded. This person I feel like contains that that passion. Yeah, but there is I'm being drawn towards the leaves in here, and I feel like the healing process, it's kind of advanced, so this person is not, as I said, is not in pain. This person feels rejuvenated. This person takes proper care of themselves. I don't feel like this person sabotages themselves. I feel like they take proper care of themselves, and I feel like this connection is coming alive again in their lives. It's like with the leaves in here and with the Eight of Wands, I'm being drawn towards all of these leaves, and as I said, it feels like there is it's like there is a renewal in this person's spirit and soul, and the amount of attraction they have towards you is kind of being renewed. I don't see that manifesting in material form yet. I see it happening soul-wise. So soul-wise, I feel like they have given away all. Maybe if there was resentment between you guys, I feel like your person have given away the resentment, but right now they feel like they can replace that resentment with something that is more real. I feel like they wanted to replace that resentment with hope, because with the stars here, it's hope. And so this person has hope to reconnect with you despite silence. I feel like with the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, this might be you. I feel like they might see you as this Nine of Pentacles energy, this independent, but I feel like it's more like them. I feel like this person takes care of themselves. This person looks after themselves. I feel like they direct this energy, this passion. I feel like the soul connection is it's like the flame is lit. The flame is not gone, but they do tend to direct that soulful energy towards themselves here. I feel like they are okay with being alone. This person does not fear being alone, but they do direct their healing. It's like minimal. It's just, it's like growing. It's like, I want to say it's the ending of their winter and the beginning of their spring. And it's like there are those small flowers that we find on trees that they are so fragile, so if you touch them they don't turn into fruits yet. So it's like this person is in the beginning of their rejuvenation and renewal. They're just gaining back momentum and gaining back life. And so they do direct that into the Nine of Pentacles here, which is trying to revive themselves again. And I don't see them, it's not like they moved on from the connection or from you, but they moved on from pain. I feel like they have learned a lesson about being happy, and about the fact that connections should not just be romantic, or it's not only about marriage. I feel like they might learn that the connection might represent something more than what they are used to. And so yeah, once they are rejuvenating, their healing here, it's like they're taking their energy towards themselves and healing themselves, and they want to renew themselves. So yes, as I said, they did not move on from you, but they moved on from pain. They rejuvenated, they are healing, they have learned the lesson, they have hope, and they recognize the value and the happiness that this connection brings. But they're still not it's like they're okay being alone for the moment, and the time where there is reconnection might come after. It depends on where your free will relies. Pile number 2, you and your person. It depends on what you decide. But after this period of rejuvenation, something different is going to happen, and it really depends on the cards are not showing what is going to happen here. They're only showing what is happening now. They're showing that this person is still focused on themselves, on their rejuvenation, but they still carry the hope of you. They still carry the happiness that this connection brought into their lives. So pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope it gave you insight. If it did, please press the like button, comment down below how did it resonate. Also, if you have suggested topics you would like to explore with tarot, please you can comment them down below. I would love to see them. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, or if you'd like to support me and my channel, you will find all the details in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching pile number 2, and see you next time. Hi, pile number 3, or the pile of acceptance and grace. If you have chosen the pink candle, this is going to be a reading about, did the person on your mind move on, or do they still care about you? Do they still think about you? And so let's start the reading. So pile number 3, we got protection, onion card, related to the zodiac sign of Aries here from the Greenwich Oracle, card number 9, and we got Scythe and House from the Lenormand deck. We also got the 8 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, the World, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. I got also the Mercury in the 10th house in Taurus, and I have covered the World card because of the guidelines of YouTube. And so what I'm seeing in here is that this person, there's closure. There's closure that happened in this situation from your person's side. And I'm feeling guided to tell you this. And so if you feel like reaching out to your person, that option is valid. I feel like there is a nudge from spirit, or a nudge from an intuitive nudge, and I feel nudged by a number 3 to contact this person. So if you feel like you want to communicate with this person or to contact them, I feel like you are definitely ready, and they are definitely ready. I don't know what you're feeling in here, but what I want to say is that there is a sense of closure. It's like this person with Mercury in the 10th house in Taurus, they have learned how to channel their emotions into tangible goals. They have learned how to have a practical goal to work towards, and how to be grounded with Mercury. Especially, I feel like Mercury can get really grounded, especially when it's in the 10th house and it's Taurus. It's full on earth energy. And what I see in here is that this person takes practical decisions to all the time, so that they can feel grounded and secure and respected. With Scythe and Protection, the Protection card, the Onion literally talks about cutting away what doesn't serve your goals, or what doesn't serve a higher purpose, what doesn't serve your boundaries. It's about having boundaries also. And with Scythe and House, it feels to me like this person reached a place where they have closure, and they don't feel bitter, they don't feel pain anymore. I feel like they have made the decision to cut away anything that doesn't serve their highest potential. And so with Scythe, they made the decision to cut away any negative and toxic emotions. And despite it, it's like a self-protection mechanism where they want to keep peace, especially mental peace, or their own peace and their own happiness, and they want to stay grounded and secure. I feel like this person would say something to you like, I don't want to feel poor, I don't want to be poor, I don't want to be hungry, I want to be safe and secure. So I feel like this is something that your person might say to you, pile number 3, or this is the way that your person would express themselves. With the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, as I said, it feels like they channel their energy into working, into having a goal, into working on themselves and self-improvement. I feel like they want to be respected, they want to be seen by society as accomplished. And they want to be happy, they want to be secure, stable. With the 10 of Cups and the World here, yes, it seems like they reached a sense of completion. Whatever happened between you, it no longer brings them bad memories. They only remember the happy things you gave them. With the World, it's like a sense of completion, a sense of closure. I no longer feel bad. But with the King of Cups, I don't feel like this person moved on from you. I feel like they moved on from the pain. And I feel like they might start pursuing you soon. I feel like they might want to initiate contact, but I don't feel like you should dwell on that. Pile number 2. I feel like there is a sense of completion, and you will resonate with this differently. But I feel like since I have the Queen of Wands in here, and since I'm reading for you, you are the center of attention. You are the topic of the connection. We're trying to understand, did they move on from you? And I feel like the Queen of Wands is the attention queen, and not in a negative way. When it's reversed, but when it's upright, the Queen of Wands is somebody who is attractive. And I feel like this person carries still, if it's you, if you know that this person has another person in their lives, I feel like they have moved on. and they are connecting to somebody new and they're willing to get married and or have a house with this person in here. I feel like they are stable with somebody. But if you are sure that they don't have anybody in their lives, they're not dating or they're not in a relationship, I feel like they still have eyes on you. They still admire you, and I feel like they are ready somehow to put the past in the past. It's not like they are already over that pain. It's like, but now they want to start anew, or they still feel this sense of wanting stability with you, pile number 3. And so this will resonate differently. You use your own judgment because it's a general reading. It will work differently. But as I said, they have moved on from bitterness. And so if you know that they are in a relationship, they have a sense of closure with you. And I'm sorry, pile number 3, if that's not what you are expecting, but they still feel happy towards you. They still have appreciation for the happiness that you both used to have. But if you are aware that this person is not in a relationship, I feel like you will sense that they still have eyes on you and they still have emotions for you with the King of Cups here, but they are contained, they are more mature, and they want to be directed into a secure place with a house here. They still have admiration, and with the 10th house, yeah, definitely they feel like there is this sense of elevation to you and to the status of both of you together. I feel like they want to change the status of the connection that you used to have into something that is more secure and more stable with house here. So you will definitely have to use your judgment in this situation, pile number 3. And I do want to remind you, pile number 3, that I got this nudge. If you feel like connecting with this person and communicating with them, you will not regret it. Definitely you won't. I feel like something happy can happen in this connection if communication gets back on track. And so pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please press the like button, comment down below, maybe suggest if there is any topic you would like me to read on. I would happily do that. And if you'd like to and subscribe so you won't miss any future readings, and if you'd like to book a private reading with me, or if you'd like to support me and my channel, you will find all the details in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching pile number 3, and see you next time.